Right, so Sony have recently announced that they're going to stop producing physical copies of their games starting in 2028, I think. And this has led to a lot of discourse on TikTok and YouTube and other social media platforms about the pros and cons of both digital and physical media. Now, in case you can't tell from these shelves behind me, I am very much team physical media. I'm not against digital media at all in any way, but I much prefer physical media. This is what I like. I like to collect Blu-rays, DVDs, vinyl records, books, CDs, stuff like that. I'm very much a physical media guy. And I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that and a bit about why I like physical media, I guess. Now, I will say there are cons to physical media. I have no fucking space in this room because every spare bit of space I have is used storing my DVDs and my Blu-rays and my books and my CDs and my vinyl records. So that would be very much a con of physical media, is you run out of space very, very, very quickly. But I think personally for me, the pros outweigh the cons. Like, I really like buying physical media and displaying it because then it shows, what you're obsessed with. It shows that you like movies and DVD and TV shows and books, if you have all your books on display and stuff like that. And I really like that. I like seeing like a visual representation of somebody's fandom. I think that's really, really cool. And a lot of these look really cool on shelves, especially if you've got ones that are all kind of, from the same range, so they kind of match. Like, that's very satisfying to me. That's one of the kind of the geeky things that I like. But I think also this represents not just my fandom, but also like the years that I've been a fan, right? Like, I'll show you something here. This over here is my Doctor Who shelf, right? And as you can see, I've got a lot of Doctor Who stuff. It goes all the way down, right? This entire shelf is Doctor Who, and then I've got, the collection box sets across the top here as well. Now, just the DVDs, like ignoring all the Blu-rays and stuff, just the DVDs, just the classic era DVDs, this took me years and years to collect all of these, right? And now when I look at this shelf and I see all the DVDs here, all the years of collecting, I'm like, what? I like this. I'm so happy that I have all of this on display because it shows that I love this show and it kind of represents my fandom for the show. And I really like it. And again, it represents years and years of collecting Doctor Who and years of fandom for Doctor Who. So I really love looking at this shelf and seeing all the DVDs and all the Blu-rays for Doctor Who that I have. Another thing that I really like about physical media is that sometimes you get like just really fucking cool editions, like really cool special editions and limited editions and collector's editions that I just think are awesome, and just awesome things to have. Like this, for example. This is a really cool set that I have. This is the complete 80s series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's in this really cool packaging that looks, like a van. It's really cool. I think it's an awesome way to display. It's much cooler than just having, some regular ass cases with a bunch of discs in. Like, the discs are all in this. And I think that's just a really awesome little special edition thing to get. And then you've also got things like the classic Doctor Who Blu-ray range, which, in addition to having really nice packaging, all of these box sets also contain like loads and loads of bonus features. Like, we are talking hours and hours of bonus material, like retrospective documentaries, behind the scenes stuff, archival documentaries, and audio commentary and all kinds of stuff like that. And to me, that is just as valuable to me as the actual content as the actual TV show and the actual packaging. The bonus stuff to me just adds to why I love physical media, because you get so much extra stuff, which as a nerd, I love that. And it's not just stuff on the discs. Like, all of these have booklets in them, which have just a wealth of information about the show and about the episodes. Same thing with a lot of the Arrow video releases that I have. A lot of the Arrow box sets I have tons and tons, have like books with like loads of extra information and like loads of bonus features on them as well. So that is another pro of physical media. I love all the extra stuff, all the bonus material and stuff like that. I think that's just really cool. And that stuff, again, that is as valuable to me as the main feature on the disc and the packaging. And again, physical media for me is not just a visual representation of my fandom, but it's also, it's a visual reminder of how long I've been a fan of things like movies, right? I'm going to show you one of the first DVDs I ever got. Not the first, but one of the first I ever got. This is the 3-disc deluxe edition version of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie, the first one, right? And this was one of the first DVDs I ever got, and basically I'll show you inside it if I can get it out one-handed. It's got the regular like 2-disc version in there. And then what made this version special is it has another bonus disc, right? So it had even more behind-the-scenes content on. And I just got that, and I love that DVD even now. Like, I've got all the Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray now, but I still keep the original DVDs of the Sam Raimi trilogy around, right? Because I just love these movies, and I loved when I got this particular DVD, I was like, this has got so much extra stuff on it. Not only do I get to keep Spider-Man, one of my favourite movies, just on a disc and watch it anytime I want, but it's got 2 extra discs with all this behind-the-scenes stuff, all this extra content, all these deleted scenes and audio commentaries and music videos and everything else, all about Spider-Man, one of the films that I love. So it's not just, you know, Spider-Man on a disc with some behind-the-scenes stuff. For me, it's a celebration of that movie and how great that movie is. And I still love Spider-Man. It's still one of my favourite movies of all time, and the movie that really kind of got me into collecting, which means that all of this and all of that and everything on all these shelves is basically Spider-Man's fault. But I wouldn't have it any other way because I love physical media. And again, this video is not to disparage you know, digital media. This is not to say digital media is shit. There are pros to digital media and there are cons to digital media, just like how there are pros to physical media and cons to physical media. But this is just a video of me rambling for a little bit about why I am, and pretty much always will be, team physical media. I love physical media and I will collect it for as long as it gets made. So, yeah. And probably even after it gets made, because I'll still buy, like, you know, DVDs and things off, like, eBay and shit. So, yeah. Team physical media, I love physical media, and I just wanted to make a video rambling about it for a little bit. And the Sony announcement seemed like a good excuse to do that. So, yeah, have a nice day.